Hello, mind friends. A spiritual gangster video for you from Las Vegas, my favorite city. I'm going to say something that's going to sound really weird. To most people, it's going to sound really weird. It might even sound weird to you, my fellow weirdo. But I'm going to back it up with something that it might cause a shift in your own perspective about something that's really important because it affects every aspect of your life in sort of a domino effect kind of way. So what the hell am I talking about? Right, here's the statement. The higher up that you go on the ladder at your job, at your corporate pyramid scheme, the higher up you go, the more money you make, the bigger slave you are to money. Now let me back that up with something, and it's not important that you agree or disagree with me. I'm not saying this to be right or to be wrong or to make you feel right or wrong. This is my opinion based on a fact. And from there, let it adjust your own perspective whichever way you want to go. That's fine. Here's why I say this, because I believe this with every ounce of my being. Every job I've ever had, I don't have a job anymore, thank God, just so you know, but every job I've ever had, the lead for that department I was in, their boss, their boss's boss, their boss's boss's boss, the higher up the chain you went, they were making more money. You go high enough, they're making really great money, but you know what? They also have less time. They've got less freedom. They've got more stress. They've got a family life that seems to get worse the higher up they go because they never see them. And they got kids that cuss their name at school. And it's like, I don't want that life. Even when I had a job, it's like, okay, great, they're making more money, but that cannot be worth it. I saw what they were going through. It was horrible. I did not want that lifestyle. And if any of them had asked me why I wouldn't want to go up the chain of command, I wouldn't be honest about it because I could get reprimanded, because that's what happens at a pyramid scheme, a job. If I spoke my mind, I plainly would have said, because I don't want your life. You're never going to sell me that. You could offer me a six-figure salary and it's not worth it. That lifestyle is not worth it. I don't want what you have. If I was going to be forthcomingly honest, I would have said that to them if they asked me why I'm not interested in being promoted up the chain of command, up the corporate ladder, up their pyramid scheme, because I don't want your lifestyle. That's crazy. So, you're thinking, there's got to be a better way, and I believe there is. In August of 2007, the girl that I was dating at the time, she invited me into a better way. I believed it. Well, not at first, because I said no for 3 months, but 3 months later, I started to, okay, I need to get into this because I'm sick and tired of this. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired on many different levels. Won't go into that here, but all to do with my health as well as my wealth and my freedom. I didn't have a freaking income coming in from anywhere, and the job search wasn't working out well at all, believe me. And my health was going to hell in a handbasket, and the product for this particular company was a health product. So, I got to get healthy and wealthy at the same time. But 2.5 years after I finally said yes, I gotta do this. 2.5 years after that, I became free. February of 2010, I no longer needed a job. I never found work again. So it meant that I called off the job search, and boy, what a relief that was to call off a job search that was producing really nothing. It was depressing the living daylights out of me, to be honest with you. So February of 2010, that was when I became a free human being, financially free, no longer chained to money. And then I had this massive epiphany. It's like, wow, it is possible you can have an income that gives you freedom. And I realized not all money is created equal. Job money is slavery. The more money you make at a job, the more of a slave you are to money. That's ordinary earned income. That's job money. Passive income and residual income is completely the opposite. A dollar is a dollar is a dollar, but it's how that dollar comes in. It's what's generating that dollar. It's the complete opposite of job money. I know at a job you're the infamous perpetual hamster spinning his wheel, right? Never ends, ever. I could ask you, how much money did you make your first year at your job or whatever, and you could give me an exact dollar amount to the penny. Actually, you might have to go look at your check stubs or whatever, add them up, but it's just a matter of numbers. It's an easy thing to answer, and you'll never be paid on that effort again you put in your first month, your first day, your first year at your job. That's time you gave up, time you sold for money. that you will never ever get back, and you'll never be paid for ever again. So you have to keep perpetually selling your time if you want to get more money, or it stops. That's the hamster wheel. This is the opposite. I started this in August of 2007. The date I'm making this video is October of 2015, so that was more than 8 years ago. I'm still being paid on those initial efforts that I made my first year. That was 8 years ago. That does not exist at a job. That's why at a job you're shackled. That's why the more money you make at a job, the more you're just a bigger slave to money. To me, that makes absolutely no sense, because it affects every aspect of your life. That's where you got more stress, and you got less freedom, you got less time, because you allowed somebody to sell you on that bullshit lie that it's a good thing, that you're going to move up the corporate ladder so that you can make more money. That's among the biggest pieces of bullshit that I've ever heard before in my life. Now, at the time, I didn't know that a long time ago, but now I do. Thank goodness I do. But you know what? You can change your mind. You can make new discoveries, and based on new information that you have, like in this video, you can decide you're going to do something different. And if you want to see what I got into, what my girlfriend at the time invited me into, to see if it's a fit for you, to see if you're going to say no like I did, or to see if you're going to say yes like I didn't, or maybe say no like I did for a little bit and then come around and say yes. But if you want to look at it to see if it would be a good fit for you either way, let me know. If it looks good, we'll do it just like I did, and maybe you'll beat me. Maybe instead of 2.5 years, it'll be 2 years or 1 year. I don't know, it's possible. And if it doesn't look good to you after you got the info and it looks dumb, then you don't have to do it. It's fine. One thing I love doing with this business is how I grow it organically. I don't get anybody. I either organically attract somebody who sells themselves on the deal because it looks like a good thing for them, or it doesn't happen. And it's good either way, because there's always going to be somebody who sees this as a good fit. And if you don't see it as a good fit, but it unlocks something in your brain to change directions in a better direction, then that's a victory too. And I think that's a pretty good deal. So I'll be hearing from quite a few of you real soon, I am sure. Just ask me for the 30 days to profit video, and I'll send it to you. I've got a how-to video, because a lot of people like to see the how-to, and I've got one that's more of a presentation style. You can get either or you can just ask for both. 30 days to profit how-to and the 30 days to profit presentation video. Because different people like information delivered in different ways. So whatever turns you on, ask me for it. I'll send it to you. You watch it, and if it's a good fit, we'll do it. If you got questions, I'll answer them. And if it's not a good fit, don't do it. All right, everyone, from Las Vegas, my favorite city on earth. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked this video and you feel it's worthy to be shared, if you know somebody who might like this, feel free to share it. If you feel this video is worthy, feel free to share it. And you might also like my website if you like stuff like this. I've got a website, fireyyourboss.xyz, not .com. That's different, fireyyourboss.xyz. I've got thousands of pieces of content out there. I don't have a job, don't want a job. I don't work for money, I work for free because of passive and residual income. Totally the opposite of job money. Because the more money I make, the more I want freedom. I don't want the opposite, where I'm going to be making more money, but I'm just a bigger slave to money. That makes no sense to me. None whatsoever. So if that clicks with you, I look forward to hearing from you. Take care, everyone. More videos coming very soon. I'm always inspired and making new videos. Bye for now.